What's up, carnivores? Zach here with American Smoke, and today we're making a video on how best to know that a pork butt is done. There are several methods that can guarantee you tender, juicy, not overcooked, not undercooked pork butt, and we're going to go over the top ways to know that so that you can master pork butt. Let's go ahead. We're going to get this thing lathered up. I'm doing a mustard binder because I want to have a nice crust and bark on this Boston butt. And if you like a thick crust with a lot of flavor on that outside layer, a binder is good. If you're more about smoke penetration, then you can go without the binder. You'll have a less seasoning adherence and more smoke flavor. But you can always, go light on the season on the outside, and then whenever you get finished cooking it and it's all done, you can add a little bit more of your rub on the shredded pork butt to catch it up on its flavor a little bit, and that's a good method as well. But we've just got this thing slathered up with a little bit of mustard here, and we're going to be hitting it up with some seasonings. We're going to be doing a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic from Lane's on the outside, not too heavy. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below, what is your favorite method for determining whether or not your pork butts are done? It's important. There's a whole big difference between properly cooked pork butt and undercooked or overcooked pork butt. With these skills that you're going to be picking up today, you're going to be in the winner's circle every single time. All right, so we've got our salt, pepper, garlic on there. All I'm doing is building layers of flavor. The main rub that we're going to be using on our butt today is Man Meat Barbecue, the real Southern style honey pecan rub. This rub was provided to us by Pitmaster Barbecue Supply. Y'all make sure to go over there and check their website out. It's a great resource to find lots of different rubs and varieties, and to really expand your rub game. And this has got a lot of good color to it, and that color is going to help us to have a pretty Boston butt, which is what you want. Make sure that when you're putting your rub on your butt, you don't rub it, you pat it. Yeah, if y'all aren't a member of the Facebook group, y'all need to come over, join that group. That's American Smoke Carnivores. I'm in there every day, chatting it up with people, teaching, learning. I probably share a few too many funny memes and gifts or whatever you want to call them in there, but I like that sort of stuff. So guess what? If you're in the group, you're going to see it. You're going to have to laugh. My apologies. All right, so we've got all sides coated evenly, and we're going to hit that fat cap up with just a little bit extra because I started with the fat cap. Usually I like to end with the fat cap so that it's nice and pretty. So now that that's ready to go, we're going to go ahead and get it directly into the smoker. I'm running my pellet smoker today at 250 degrees, and we're going to cook until done, and we're going to figure out how to know when it's done. Let's go ahead and get it in there. This is going to be a traditional cook. This is going to be a no wrap Boston butt. There it is. Close her down. I may do a few clips of me spritzing this thing, but this isn't necessarily step-by-step tutorial on cooking Boston butt. This is more about how to tell when it's done. We'll see y'all in a little while when this thing is ready to go into the pan and rest and then get shredded. For anyone that's curious, I'm running competition blend in my hopper with a mix of charcoal pellets. We're going to open up our secondary burn pot and get some pecan wood chunks in there. My father-in-law had a big limb fall out of a pecan tree that he's got the other day, and he sent me some of these chunks, chopped them up to the appropriate size, got them ready to go in. We'll get that smoking, get some nice pecan smoke on this Boston butt with that pecan rub. I think it's going to be excellent. All right, so we are almost at 8 hours into this 6.5-ish, 7-pound butt, and it is just about ready by my account. Now we're going to start doing our test to see if it's actually ready and see, is it going to be what we want it to be. The reason that it took a little bit longer is because it was a no wrap, and so we cooked right through the stall. If you don't know what the stall is, let me know down in the comment section below. If you don't know what the stall is, I'll hook you up with some 101 knowledge on that. But let's go ahead, let's check it out, see how it looks. I've been spritzing it about every hour with half and half apple juice and apple cider vinegar, so it's got a really good crust on it. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that right now, really good bark. Let's go ahead, let's check it out. Now that, my friends, is what's up. All right, so it's really got great color. You can see one of the key indicators is that it's got a good pullback on that bone, and we're gonna see if we can check it out now. All right, so we got it pulled out of the smoker. I'm pulling this out of the smoker for demonstration purposes, but well, you know, those little pieces that stick to the grate are the best pieces. Yeah, I'm pulling this off of here for demonstration purposes. Now, typically, if I was worried about it and I was doing a cook, then I would check these things while they're in the smoker. Now, typically, one of your first tests to tell whether it's done or not is, especially on a bigger butt, this is a smaller one, so we didn't get this result today, but you can watch for the fat cap to split open. If you see that fat cap split open, you know that that butt is just about ready to pull. It's pretty accurate every single time. Fat cap splits, it's about done. The more modern approach is to temp probe your butt and see if you're getting somewhere around that 204 from 195 all the way up, for me, up to like 210 is going to be what you're looking for. So we're right there. And if you're getting anywhere over 200, that's a pretty good indication that your Boston butt is done. Now, another test is to slide a probe into the butt and to see if it's smooth. If it goes in and out like butter and doesn't move a whole lot, then guess what? You're winning. It's super soft, you're winning. And so some people say don't necessarily just go by temp, that you go by temp plus tenderness to the probe. Now, so you've got a lot of different muscles in here, and some of them are going to be a little harder to get tender than others. And so you'll notice that when getting in some of these places, it's a little bit, just a little bit of a wiggle when I try to pull it out, but not much. And so this butt is going to be very, very tender, very, very good. The next test is the fork test, and the belief is that, you know, if you can stick a fork into the butt and twist it 360, then it's done. So let's give that a shot. Stick it in, give it a twist. We got us a nice little chunk of pork right there. Oh my gosh. And so you know that that is shreddable, and you know that that is ready to be done. So if you can do this on your Boston butt, you know you're doing all right. Another test is just to grab a piece and see if you can pull a piece off. And if you can pull it like that, that is so hot. If you can pull that, then you know that you're going to have a tender, shreddable Boston butt. Last but not least is the telltale. Can you pull the bone from the butt without the meat sticking to it? And with just a wiggle most of the time, you're going to be able to get that out, especially if you've passed one or two of the other tests. Then you know that you're going to be able to get that out. Nice clean pull, no meat attached. Okay, so to recap, there's 5 or 6 methods that I went over. One is the fat cap split. If that fat cap is split, it's just about ready to go. 2, can you put a fork in it, twist it 360, and pull out a nice juicy chunk of pork? 3, is it probe tender? Does it have, when you stick it in there, does it have some resistance when you're trying to pull it back out? If it doesn't, you're probably good to go. 4, does the probe read above 195 all the way up to, in my opinion, 210 is probably the max, but most people say the sweet spot is 203. 5, did I skip 4? We're gonna call it 5. Anyway, can you grab a chunk and pull some just pork off the butt? If you can just grab a chunk and pull a piece of pork off, you're pretty good to go. And last but not least, does that bone pull out clean, baby? If you use any of these tests to determine whether or not your pork butt is done and tender and ready to rock and roll and just gonna be slamming, you're gonna win every time. But for now, if you're at this stage in your cook, what you wanna do is you wanna cover this up in foil, give it at least an hour, hour and a half. I'm gonna probably try to do 2, and then we're gonna get into this thing. All right, so for those of you that stuck around for the last final bonus tip on how to tell if your pork butt is done, Guess what, baby? If you can shred it, it's ready to rock and roll. So let's go ahead and see what kind of shred we got on this pork butt. Like I said, you can use the bone. The longer you let it rest, the better chances you're gonna have of a shreddable butt. I did a little bit shorter rest because I got upstairs and my little girls were like, Daddy, where is our food? And we've been smelling it all day. It's like, oh, well, maybe I can't do a 2-hour rest. Maybe we're just gonna go ahead and shred this thing right now. Let's go ahead, get into it and see what it do. And if you follow those tips I gave you, you'll be able to shred your Boston butts up just like this. Look at this just juicy, delicious pork. Excellent outside meat, which if y'all know my channel, y'all know that's my favorite part. And just perfect. This is exactly how I like it. We passed all of the tests. We knew it was going to be good. And now just an easy shred with the bone that we pulled from it. We didn't need no meat claws or nothing to get this job done. And it is just some beautiful, beautiful pulled pork. Look at that smoke penetration. Everything just turned out exactly how we wanted it to turn out. Let's go ahead, get a taste test on this stuff, right? This looks like a particularly delectable bite right here. This was, you know, it's a combination between the Lane's salt, pepper, garlic, and the real Southern style honey pecan rub. That's fire, dude. That is on it. Doggone it. Get me a little piece of that fat cap. Some of this here. Man, just shred it up perfectly. Guys, thanks so much for sticking around. If you have any questions about anything that we talked about today, any recommendations on other ways to know whether your pork butt is done or not, make sure to check out Pitmaster Barbecue Supply. Get you some of this honey pecan rub. It's legit, too legit to quit, baby. You'll have to excuse me, it's been a long day. But come over to American Smoked Carnivores on Facebook. I'm in there every day. It's a great and rapidly growing Facebook group. Lots of cool barbecue-oriented people in there, sharing tips, tricks, jokes, and asking questions. Lots of people in there that love to teach. If you like to learn or if you like to teach, you're more than welcome. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Smoke on, and I'll see you guys in the next video.